5 tips on how to find peace in a chaotic world. I love philosophy, and Stoicism is something that has always stood out to me. I try and apply its principles to my everyday life. Before we get started, let me give you some insight into Stoicism. It's a powerful philosophy that states that we have everything we need within, and that's where we should turn during our times of need. Although this world is chaotic, that's the external stuff that we have no control over. However, we can control what goes on internally. From a Stoic perspective, here are 5 tips on how to find peace in a chaotic world. 1. Detach from external things. Stoics believe that although we have no control over external things, we do have control over our inner world, and that is what is most important. By detaching yourself from outcomes, you reduce stress and develop emotional stability. Think about it. When was the last time you stayed up worrying about how you performed in a job interview and whether you're going to get the job? As much advice as experts give you about how to conduct yourself in an interview, you have no control over how the interviewer perceives you. He or she will either like you or they won't. Neither do you have any control over whether you get the job. Your attitude should be, if you get it, great. If you don't, it wasn't meant to be. It's impossible to try and fit yourself into a door you were not meant to walk through, but what you can do is keep walking down the corridor until you find the door that belongs to you. Don't waste your energy forcing something before it's time. Wait for the right moment. 2. Learn how to control your emotions. All humans experience emotions, but some of us have no idea how to control them. When we get angry, we don't think about why we feel the way we do. We just lash out. A lot of friendships and romantic relationships have been ruined because of the things that were said in anger. Stoics believe that by controlling your emotions, you can achieve inner peace and reduce suffering. But the question is, how do you control your emotions? Here are some tips. Regulate. Wouldn't it be great if we could control our emotions with a dial? When you feel yourself getting heated, just turn it down without having to think about it. Unfortunately, we don't have this luxury, so we have to do the work to regulate our emotions. Firstly, it's important to understand that emotional regulation isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about confronting them and engaging with them. Ask yourself why you feel this way. Are you experiencing any physical symptoms? Are you telling yourself a story about these emotions? Breathe. Deep breathing is a powerful way to control your emotions because it calms down the central nervous system. The next time you feel yourself getting worked up, take slow, deep breaths until you start calming down. Respond. Decide how you are going to respond. If you are angry, decide on the appropriate way to address the person who made you feel this way. Don't go in with your guns blazing. Wait until you've calmed down. The same applies if you feel sad, anxious, or any other emotion that doesn't make you feel good. By taking these steps, you will avoid lashing out and doing or saying something you'll regret once you come to your senses. 3. Accept and let go. We will not always like what happens to us, and we would never have chosen that path for ourselves. However, despite the fact that we don't like it, Stoic philosophy encourages us to accept it and let it go. Don't become attached to your beliefs or opinions about your situation. Instead, open your mind to new ideas that might be able to help you cope better with your situation. While it is possible to guide your life in a specific direction, what happens on that journey is out of your control. So, why waste your time and energy stressing over the things you have no control over? Your energy is better spent elsewhere. 4. Learn from your heroes. Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, choose someone whose way of life, as well as words, and whose very face, as mirroring the character that lies behind it, have won your approval. In other words, you need to find someone who has truly mastered peace in a chaotic world that you can learn from. It's all well and good reading about it, but do you know anyone who has achieved it? Life can become very discouraging when you're surrounded by people who don't share your ideologies, but that one person lets you know it is possible to live the way you desire to live and gives you hope and courage when things are not turning out as expected. 5. Failure isn't final. When you've invested time and energy into something and it doesn't turn out as planned, it can be very disheartening, and you just feel like giving up altogether. But Stoics don't believe in failure. They believe there are powerful lessons to learn when you don't get what you want out of life. While there's no denying that failure is brutal and it hurts, it's also true that failure is a part of success. You'll never reach success if you don't endure failure, because every successful person has failed, but they ended up living extraordinary lives. Here are some examples. Abraham Lincoln. In 1860, Lincoln became the 16th President of the United States of America, and that is what he's known for. But when you dig into his past, you'll find that he experienced significant failures. Lincoln went to war a captain, but his performance was so bad that he returned a private, which is the lowest rank in the military. He got fired from his job and attempted to start a business, but that failed. He became so depressed that he had a nervous breakdown. Once he got over that, he attempted to become a public speaker and failed at that. The list is endless. In your free time, read up on Abraham Lincoln's failures. It will depress you, but he didn't give up because he still had the confidence to run for president. He was an exceptionally bold man. Colonel Sanders. Everyone loves the finger-licking good chicken from KFC. But did you know that the founder, Colonel Sanders, went through hell to open his first store? Mr. Sanders left home at 13 and worked several jobs before he started selling chicken to travelers. Things were going well for him for a while, until he lost all his customers, and therefore his income, and was forced to start again. After opening his first store in 1952, he struggled to get investors because they didn't like his chicken recipe, but he didn't stop looking and found investors to help him expand around the globe in 1964, and the rest is history. Sir James Dyson. Do you own a Dyson Hoover? I do, and it's very good. But did you know that the creator of this wonderful gadget spent 15 years creating the prototype? It took him 5,126 attempts before he got it right. Today, Sir Dyson is worth $4.5 billion. The Stoics would be really proud of these guys for standing up to adversity the way they did. They're right. Failure isn't final, and this principle has been proven too many times not to believe in it. Life is full of ups and downs, and the key to surviving these trials and tribulations is to find peace within. When you have peace within, you understand that trouble doesn't last and that there is a lesson behind every struggle if you change your perception about it. The Stoics are right in stating that we have no control over our external environment. There's not much we can do about some of the things that happen to us. But maintaining a calm and peaceful spirit will ensure we do not become overwhelmed with depression, stress, and anxiety when we hit a bump in the road. Unfortunately, most people don't understand this concept, and they experience great challenges because they allow the outside world to control how they feel. Finding peace in a chaotic world is not easy, but it is most definitely possible because there are so many people who have come before us who have achieved it. I wish you every success on your journey to find peace in a chaotic world. If this video has helped you in any way, smash the like button and share it with friends and family. And if you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and turn on your post notifications so you are alerted every time I post a new video.